Hi everyone, C Chronicles is my name. Thank you for joining me today. My content is fragrance reviews, fashion and lifestyle videos. So if you happen to be here for the first time, that is what to expect. I do hope you consider subscribing and joining this family. And to my returning subscribers, I'd like to say thank you very much for coming back. I have another fragrance video for you. Today I'm showing you top 10 designer and luxury fragrances within my collection that I feel are for life. These are my top 10 for life, and I picked my luxury and designer fragrances. Okay, so by top 10 for life, I mean these are fragrances that I feel are repurchase worthy. These are fragrances that I feel will always be in my collection. Now I'm going to show you the first one. Okay, YSL Intensive. YSL Intensive, though it was released last year, I think, this fragrance just took my it just blew me away. Okay, this is your sweet fruity floral with a touch of woods. Okay, it has that raspberry in there and the black currant. That's what just does it for me. So it is like a fruity, really fruity, bubbly kind of fragrance that is amped up by the rose, of course, and has great longevity. You will notice that most of the fragrances that are picked up here have great longevity. So if you're looking for fragrances that have that great longevity, that's another thing that that was another factor that made me pick these as my top 10. Okay, the next one is going to be my Guerlain Intense. I cannot stop raving about this fragrance. I love it. It's the lavender in here that does it for me. Okay, this is like your warm, spicy, aromatic lavender. Okay, it's got that iris there, which mixes well with the vanilla, a bit of some citruses, some jasmine as well. Okay, it's divine, it's sexy, it's sophisticated, and it does have that great longevity. So yes, this will always be in my collection. These 10 fragrances, again, I do recommend as blind buys. For those that saw the blind buy worthy fragrances and you wanted more, these I would also consider, I would also put out there as best blind buys, because I feel these will not disappoint. Okay, now for my white floral, I'll always settle for my Cartier Bezo Valet. Okay, this one is there's lily in the top, there's lily in the mid, and then there's lily again in the base. So this is like your lily bomb. Okay, and that lily is mixed with some citruses and some greens. Okay, so now why I choose this one as my best white floral fragrance is because lily can be overpowering. Some lilies can be overpowering. However, the lily they've used here, they have actually mixed it and it comes out as a really delicate, super feminine kind of, so fragile lily. Not too much, not too weak, that kind of thing. Just the perfect blend of florals. So when it comes to florals, in as much as I'm not big on florals, this I would consider as the floral I must have always within my collection. So if you're joining me here for the first time, I'm showing you 10 designer and luxury fragrances for life. These I feel are fragrances that I will always have in my collection. Now the next number, and this was a no-brainer, is my Gucci Guilty Absolute Parfum. Okay, this is a just a mood lifter for me. I love this fragrance. If I'm just under the weather, I just reach for this fragrance. Okay, it is that delightful blackberry mixed with your pink pepper and the florals and some woods, and it has patchouli in here, really intoxicating, a perfect mixture of the rose as well as the woods together. So it really works really well, and it is a really delightful fragrance. So Gucci Guilty Absolute Parfum is one that I had to throw in there. Now the next one, again, which is a no-brainer, is my Angel Muse by Mugler. Okay, this fragrance is one that, honestly, this is niche to me, at least, and I just feel Mugler nailed this. Okay, this is maybe not necessarily gonna be everyone's cup of tea, but I just love it. It's your earthy, warm, spicy, woodsy, sweet, nutty, chocolatey scent. Okay, you will definitely get the chocolate and the nuttiness in here. Okay, so it's your mature, perfect gourmand. And though it has chocolate, it is really unique. It kind of reminds me, every time I pick up this fragrance, it reminds me of hay. If you've been to a farm and you pass through like a lot of hay, but in a beautiful way, that is what this fragrance reminds me of. It is just unique, it's different. Okay, so this is Angel Muse by Mugler. Okay, and that happens to be my number 5. The 6th one I had to add there as a fragrance that I'll always have in my collection is this one, Versace Dylan Blue. Reason being, it's an aquatic fragrance. Okay, I had to pick an aquatic one as well, of course, for the summery, so for the summery days, the days you just want that breezy kind of fragrance. I get that from this one. Okay, this is your fresh green fruity floral. There's an apple in here. There's also black currant mixed with the peach. Okay, so it is really fruity, and as much as it's aquatic, it really is fruity. That peach there, mixed with the florals and the woods, as it just makes this a beautiful summery aquatic kind of marine vibe fragrance. So Versace Dylan Blue made it on this list. Okay, the next one I'm going to talk about is this one, and I know this one, in as much as has been a favorite for many, is getting a lot of slagging these days. It's got a couple of flankers. I am just honoring it. I am really thinking of whether I should buy the Intense in Ma or the Eclair for as a flanker, but I just feel I just want to honor the original, which is this one, La Vie Belle. Okay, this I'll never get tired of. Okay, and when I say never get tired of, I might not use every day, because obviously this is your honey, really sweet, toothache sweet kind of fragrance, but I just feel if I didn't have it there, my fragrance collection wouldn't be complete. Okay, La Vie Belle is your earthy scent. It's got that fruit and the florals as well, which mixes with that patchouli. Loads of patchouli, in here. Really, really sweet, like I said. But there is that creaminess in here as well that comes from the praline and the vanilla. So, yeah, Lancome's La Vie Belle had to be on my top 10. Now, the next one that made it on my top 10 luxury and designer fragrances for life is my Chanel number 5. Okay, Chanel number 5 is one that I don't reach out for all the time, or at least or always, but because this I feel is a really mature a fragrance. It's that powdery. It's got aldehydes in here, kind of. It's got a little bit of some woods as well. It's earthy. It's a yellow floral. It's got the citruses in there, a bit musky. What can I say? It's a classic. So I had to put it in here, and I just feel I'll keep this for as long as I can within my collection, because I feel one, is a classic, so that's a no-brainer, but obviously it's one that I will I think if I had to let go, will repurchase someday, because I just feel at this stage of my life it might not be my everyday scent because it's quite mature, but at the same time I feel maybe give me 2-3 more years, I might actually love, I might actually find myself not being able to stop using this one. Okay, and the aldehydes in here really amp it up, so the projection is massive. At least to me, that's what I get from Chanel number 5. So I had to put it on this list. Okay, next little number is from Dior. Okay, Dior, and this is Hypnotic Poison, but this is the Roller Pearl. Okay, so this has got your bitter almond, it's got your vanilla, it's got your star anise. This is a great introduction to the Hypnotic Poison, the original. Okay, I for years just found that one too strong, and when I came across this one, I just it's called a Roller Pearl. It's the Roller Pearl. It kind of feels like an EDT, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is an EDT. This I feel is a great introduction to the Hypnotic Poison, or if you didn't like Hypnotic Poison, this is one to try. Okay, it is beautiful. It's got the sandalwood, it's got the jasmine as well. It's a bit musky, turns a bit nutty, woodsy, soft and spicy. Okay, but definitely to expect some almond in here. That is the star of the show in that one. Now, last but not least, which I had to add here, is this one, Michael Kors by Michael Kors. Okay, this fragrance, guys, if you're looking for a fragrance that is long lasting, a beast, go for this one. I will recommend this one even in my sleep. Michael Kors by Michael Kors is a white floral, okay? But it's different from this white floral that I spoke about in the beginning. This one is a beast, okay? You will get your animalic musky tuberose in here, and the tuberose is the bomb in here. It is creamy as well, and it's got it is creamy and really pristine. So this is different. Okay, it is actually one of, if not the longest lasting perfume in my collection. So a little goes a long way here with Michael Kors by Michael Kors. So there you have it, guys. Those were my 10 designer / luxury fragrances for life. These I feel I must always have in my collection. If one runs out, I would definitely, repurchase. These are repurchase worthy for me. This is kind of like my scent profile right here. If I'm not smelling of one, I'm smelling of the other. So that's what I had to show you today. So obviously this list is going to go up or go down or whatever it is. But for now, I can definitely put my money on this one. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you do stay safe wherever you are. We are in the festive season, so please do stay safe, stay blessed, and remember, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.